Hey guys, so I know it's been like 2 months or something since I've uploaded on this channel, and I'm so sorry. If you guys didn't know that I transferred schools, I am now going to school in New York City at LIM College, and I'm going to do a whole video on my other channel about that, so I'll link that down below when that's up. Yeah, so because of that, the transition and everything, it's been a while since I've filmed. I wanted to get a video up for you guys because I'm still going to be making videos. Hopefully I can get into a schedule now and that'll work out, but if not, I'll definitely have videos up for you every so often. So yeah, today's video, before I go into it, if you guys could click the link that is going to be in the bio, it's going to be like one of the first links. If you could just watch that video for me, that would be awesome. My friend made it one of her classes in college, and she asked me if you guys could just please watch it. It's like counted, like it's graded based on the views. So if you just click on it, it takes like 2 minutes of your time and she won't fail out of college, she said. So yeah, if you guys could do that, that'd be awesome. And like, just ask anyone you know to watch the video. It's super short and I'd really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Today's video is going to be 10 tips on finding celebrities. Now this could be anybody, like One Direction, Taylor Swift, like anybody like that. So if you guys want to hear some of my tips, then keep on watching. So first off, the most obvious thing is if you can like find their hotel. Most people find it through Twitter, to be honest, because a lot of people on Twitter are like people that kind of know it. So if you know somebody that's super good at finding out hotels, definitely ask them, or try to ask people on Twitter nicely. Obviously a lot of people don't give it out just because you don't want people to get mobbed, but if you have anybody like that's a mutual or something, definitely ask them. Don't ask just a random person on Twitter, that's a little weird and they're not going to give it to you because they don't know you. Tip number 2 is to try and find the flight. I know a lot of people have met people due to flights. I've never done that personally, but if you can go to an airport, a lot of people just kind of sit outside an airport if you know like around what time they're going to land, and you kind of just hope for the best. Or if you're able to find out their flight through like a tracker thing or something like that. I mean, that's up to you. Personally, I wouldn't do that, but it's definitely an option, and if you're good with like the whole celebrity like finding their reservation thing, then that might be the way to go. Number 3 is to go to any like local restaurants or places in your town. If it's like a bigger town that they're staying in, go to any like local places that you think they might be and just check around. I know there's a bunch of places in like LA and New York City that are super common for celebrities to go to, so definitely check those out like every so often and see if anybody's there. You know, you never know who you might run into. Number 4, I actually noticed if you have Google Maps on your phone, not like the one that comes with the phone, but this one, it's like the actual Google Maps app. If you like hit explore in the area on the bottom, it actually gives you an option to like look for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like it gives you an option for celebrity spottings. So I don't know like when they've had this since, but I just saw it there today, and it's like different restaurants you would see celebrities at. So you could always use that and check out those places. That's kind of cool. And who knows, it might work. Number 5 is just to drive around a major city. I know I've had friends that just kind of drove around, and if you spot like a huge tour bus or something like that, like if you're looking for somebody that's on tour, then that might be easier. But if you drive around a major city, you know, you never know what you're gonna run into. But it's definitely a little easier if you're living in like New York City or LA or like Miami or something, because you're more likely to like find somebody than in like a smaller town. Number 6 is to go to any events that they're doing and wait outside. So there's definitely like radio stations that do a ton of things. So if you just wait outside there, if they're filming for a TV show, like that's public property, you can always just wait outside there. There's normally gates with like a ton of people that are waiting outside, so you can do that. And a lot of the times celebrities will stop afterward or before, just because like they want to meet fans. So I would just try that. I've definitely I think I've waited outside a few, and it's definitely like a good option. It's free. It might just take a while, you might have to wait for a little bit, but definitely get there early if you're doing that, because you never know what time they're gonna get there before filming, because normally they're there a few hours before. So you gotta like make sure that you're there super early. Number 7, you could just walk around aimlessly and like pray that you see somebody. Some people are really good at this in New York City especially, like they'll just walk around and they just run into people, and personally I'm horrible at this. Like this never works out for me, but if you have some free time and feel like walking around aimlessly, you know, you do you. I'm not gonna judge or anything. Number 8 is to look for any fangirls you might see on the streets. Normally they'll point you in the right direction. I know that when I was looking for 5 sauce like in the city once, I like saw a ton of people like walking a certain way, and I was like, okay, like that's obviously the way I need to go, because you know that they know where like the big crowd is, so you'll find somebody eventually. So that's definitely a good option, and you kind of can judge whether or not somebody's a fangirl, so like to your best discretion, figure that out. Number 9, you can beg people on Twitter. As I said before, I wouldn't suggest this because people might think you're a creep and they may block you and they're gonna get annoyed, and I wouldn't suggest it, but you know, it's always there as a backup if you're super desperate to meet somebody. Like if you really want to meet Harry and you don't know how to find him, you can beg somebody. And number 10 is to obviously just buy meet and greet for their shows. A lot of celebrities do meet and greets, not as popular ones nowadays because they've stopped doing it, but if your favorite celebrity still does it, definitely just buy meet and greet. It's the easiest way to meet them. You get your time with them. Most meet and greets nowadays are actually a little bit longer than they used to be, so you get like a good amount of time to talk with them and everything, so I would suggest it if it's not too expensive. Yeah, it's always a good option. So that is all for my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed these 10 tips. They're pretty simple, but I thought I'd just put it out there. It's just like some helpful hints if you ever need any suggestions on how to find somebody. So yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any video requests that you want me to do, definitely leave them in the comments down below and I will get to them, because I'm going to definitely try to start filming more lately. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you to everybody who's stuck with me in these past 2 months that I haven't uploaded. You're the best, and I love you. And all my social media would be down below, so follow me on that if you'd like to, and keep updated with my life because I always post on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!